Today's card is all about the gingerbread man. Hey, it's Beth. Welcome. This is the Kendras Card Challenge 16 Hop featuring Crafty Stamp Co., who is a sponsor for this quarter's card challenge. And I am working with some papers from the Gingerbread Christmas pack. I like the combination of the reds and the blues, and then a little bit of the kind of brown thrown in there with the gingerbread houses. And then I'm also working with images from the Gingies stamp set. I just thought these were really cute. So I'm going to use these items along with the sketch from KCC 16 to create my card today. And before I forget, this is a hop, so please be sure to check out the playlist that will be linked down in the description box for you, so you can hop along and see all of the other designers and the products that they're using from Crafty Stamp Co. today.
So if you are unfamiliar with Kendra's card challenges, it is a quarterly challenge, and Cards by Kendra puts together a PDF printable each quarter that gives you cutting guides for 6x6 sheets of pattern paper, and then card sketches that allow you to take those 6 sheets of paper and turn them into 15 cards, which is pretty amazing. But each sketch also has the measurements. So each individual sketch also has the measurements for that particular card. So that's what I use today to cut down the pieces for my card. I am doing the sketch number 8 from KCC 16. So it's just nice that if you don't have time, or maybe you don't need all 15 cards right now, you can do like one or a few cards at a time using the sketch measurements. So you can see that I have cut my red circle mat out of my red card mat there, and that is just some cardstock from my stash. And then I also brought in a blue scrap from my stash that kind of played off that darkest blue in the pattern paper, just to kind of bring in that pop of blue and kind of brighten up the card a little bit more. So I will get that put down. There are some links in the description box for you in addition to that playlist link. There is a link where you can find out how to get the PDF from Cards by Kendra. She does have a Patreon membership program, and in order to get the PDF, you do have to sign up as a free member. You don't have to pay for it. You can sign up for free, but if you do choose to do a paid membership and support her channel, you do get a ton of amazing benefits by being part of her membership. So I had colored up a couple of the gingerbread images, not sure which one I had wanted to use, and I ended up going with kind of like the more traditional gingerbread, and I'm just going to fussy cut him out. And then I ended up trimming out the sentiment that said gingerbread kisses and Christmas wishes, and I will use that on my card as well. There will also be links to Crafty Stamp Co., the products that I'm using today, in the description box. And then also this, as a hop, and it being Cards by Kendra, there is a giveaway. So there will be a form linked in the description box below for you as well to fill out and have a chance to win a prize. So since I hand cut my gingerbread, sometimes I tried to leave as much of the black stamp line as I could, just as a crisp outline, but sometimes it doesn't always show that much. So I'm just taking my black Ohu marker and kind of going around the edge just to kind of crispen that line up a little bit, so that it's a nice clean edge and no white is showing from where I may have gotten a little bit further outside of the stamp line. We'll layer up my circles and then can add that to my card. Kendra's card sketches are for A2 size cards, so those are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. You can always, if you make different size cards like 5x7, you can always adapt the sketches. Sometimes the sketches will work just fine. You would just maybe add an extra mat behind it. But sometimes you can always just adjust the sketches and make it work to the size of the card that you want to make. So I had a few scraps left from, a few small scraps left from cutting down the pattern paper and then my blue scrap. So I'm going to add that strip of the pattern paper on the inside of the card just to kind of carry some fun and some of that pattern through to the inside. And then that little blue one, I thought I'd carry the blue up a little bit so that way it goes kind of across the card and not just a random strip, and add that at the top. And then I found some sequins in my stash that matched the red and the blue. And so I am going to pull in a few reds and then a few blues together on the card. So I know that's a debate that some people have. Do you mix colors of your sequins or enamel dots or the small embellishments you use, or are you an all the same color kind of person? For me, it depends on the card. I try not to use too many colors, but I felt on this one there was the red would show up better in some spots and then the blue in others. So I tried to mix them together in a way that they look cohesive. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments which team you're on. Are you on team multicolored embellishments or team all the same color? Kind of like, are you team Edward or are you team Jacob? So I like how that added some additional dimension, but I also wanted to bring some dimension to the gingerbread. So I pulled out my gloss white pops of color, and I am going to use this kind of as the frosting. So I haven't done this before. I just thought I would play with this. So I'm just going across his mouth and then anywhere like the normal frosting lines on the gingerbread, just to kind of add a little bit of dimension, a little bit of puff, if you will. So we'll see how this turns out. There are a few places I have to kind of go in and clean up with my nail because I got outside the lines just a little bit, but just thought I would try something new and add a little bit of fun dimension to my little gingerbread fella there. So I fiddle with this. I fiddle with his mouth trying to make that cleaner, but something different. But here's how it's looking so far before it dries. So I hope you got some fun inspiration from my card. Please be sure to check out that description box with all of the important links. I thank you guys so much for your time and hope you all have a very crafty day.